Yeah, Coach, just talk about Drew Lock, how he played in the offense after you went with kind of a makeshift offensive line there.
Yeah, it was kind of ironic that we started moving the ball when we had to put the other two offensive linemen in, Morris and Rogers. And, obviously, for me to say they did a great job would be, kind of a guess, because you don't see the O-line play very well out there, from the sideline. But for the way we moved it, those guys must have played very well. We ran our offense, didn't have to make any makeshift adjustments because of those two guys being in there. So a lot of credit has to go to those two guys. And at that point, we were down to 5 only. And but I thought Drew played good. First time he's had a comeback victory. Okay, he's had a lot of stuff happen here last 2 weeks, playing in the poor conditions against a real good team on the road. Now getting down 10-0 and not moving it very well offensively and having a punt return against you, which can kind of deflate you. So I thought it was a good game for Drew.
What can you say about the team's resolve in general, falling behind early and then being able to fight back? I think it was a 27-7 run to.
Yeah, these guys have been that way all year. Our record isn't what anybody wants it to be, and we're not proud of our record, but we are proud of this team. And when I say team, these guys play for each other. They've played hard. It's a one for all and all for one mentality. They got a brotherhood going, and I love being around this team. Nobody likes our record, but this team is a good team.
Vic, after those first 3 punts, you sprinkled in a little bit of tempo on offense. Why do you think that suited Drew and the rest of the guys?
It just gave us a more clear picture of, what they might be trying to do to us. It does hinder the defense a little bit as far as subbing and stuff. And we weren't going fast, one like we were trying to go fast. We just wanted to be on the ball and make our play calls from there.
Coach, why didn't Dalton Reisner play in the second half? And do you have an update on Elijah Wilkinson?
Yeah, Dalton, his flu bug got the best of him. His flu started last Saturday prior to the Chiefs game, and he played that game sick, and he fought it all week, and just had to give in eventually. And Elijah hurt his ankle. I don't know the extent of it just right now, but obviously he couldn't come back in.
Vic, was that a 4th and 1 fullback read option? Did you hear that go through your set, and what were you thinking there?
No, I knew it was our play because we had worked on it during the week. Hey, whoever said I was conservative?
Deshaun Hamilton had a career day for his career. So what did you think about his performance and about how his kind of resolve stayed throughout the season to stay focused?
Yeah, I think he's come back nicely from the drop he had. I forget he had what game was that here recently? But he's done well, done better, and I think we've helped him, schematically. And the quarter, Drew's gotten confidence in him, and he's done a good job catching the ball of late. And, getting that shovel pass in the red zone, he had to show some toughness there, and he did. He went and got it.
Draymond Jones, a couple sacks today. How much progress have you seen him make over the last month or so, besides from the injury?
Well, he was a guy that came off the mat. We weren't really sure if he was going to be able to play today. Worked out before the game. Really didn't practice much all week, but the one thing that kept coming up with him throughout our discussions with him from Tuesday all the way till today is he really wanted to play. So, to me that kind of illustrates, the resolve and the mentality of the team. It had been very easy for him not to play because he has a sprained ankle, pretty good one, but he found a way to play.
Vic, I'm just curious what you would have done if Garrett or Jake had to leave the game for even a play.
Well, Wilkinson was still out there, and I think he would have went in. If not, it would have had to been a tight end. Tell you guys a story. It used to be 8 offensive linemen that everybody dressed when I first came in the league. And then everybody figured out, well, the 8th one never plays, so everybody went to 7. Okay? And I've never been involved in a game, whether it be my team or the opponent's team, where they ran out of offensive linemen. Now, we went a long way with it today, testing it. hopefully we'll never see that.
What do you think in general about your defensive effort? They had fewer than 200 yards, I think 4 sacks, and Blah wasn't really able to do a whole lot there.
Yeah, these guys have a good offense. Was really impressed with their offense, watching them on tape during the week. They do a lot of good things. They have a good running game. They had got their running back this week. Kudos to him for coming back and playing too. You know, he could have very easily have sat out these last 2 games, and he didn't. So, and I thought we played well overall. You know, we gave up the field goal there to start the game, and then we had a hard time with our run defense there in that one drive in the second half. But other than that, our guys played good.
Coach, what happened on the punt return touchdown from your vantage point?
Well, we were kicking it to the sideline, as you noticed, and we wanted to pin him on the sideline, and we let him get back inside. And he's a very good punt returner, Agnew. He has been for a couple of years.
Rich Scangarelli, your offensive coordinator, I think halfway through the season, he was receiving some pretty good criticism. What do you think of how he's been lately? It seems like he's got some creative plays here the last few weeks.
Was he receiving any of that criticism from you?
I think I asked you after one of those games.
Yeah, hey, he's done a good job adjusting. We've played with 3 quarterbacks. You know, we've had some struggles in the O-line. We've had to adjust on how we play, how we protect, how we call a game. And that doesn't mean pulling in your horns, just things we have had to do to help us move the ball.
Lindsey broke a couple runs today.
Very nicely.
What'd you like from him?
I like that he broke a couple there, especially that last one. He seemed to be running with a good resolve, trying to get the extra yards, trying to break tackles. That's what we talk about all the time, and he did a good job of that.